Hi everyone! If you're like me, you're watching YouTube and you really want to hear something about Cleveland sports and there's not enough on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to try and add a little bit more about Cleveland sports. And if you're like me, you're really frustrated with the Cleveland Indians. The window of opportunity for the World Series is starting to close, and do they spend money on a big-time free agent? No. But there's still hope. Anyways, I hope you don't mind if I have a few snacks. It's kind of like my tailgate. Spicy. Just 1 second. Okay, the window of opportunity is starting to close. But the problem is, where do they get the payroll to pay for another big bat in this lineup? And worse, they trade away their cleanup hitter, Encarnacion, and his 30-plus home runs and 100 RBIs. How do they think they're going to win games? Well, here's the thing. We actually have two big-time cleanup hitters that are wasting their time earlier in the lineup. Lindor and Ramirez. How can you have a leadoff hitter who hits 38 home runs? It's a waste of that production. Lindor should be batting third, Ramirez should be batting fourth, and someone like Linnea Martin or Allen, and hopefully eventually Zimmer has got to start batting lineup. The Cleveland Indians lineup is not as bad as it looks. Even though they traded away Encarnacion and Alonso and Encarnacion's 30-plus home runs and 100 RBIs, it's not as bad as it seems. Why? We are wasting the talent of Francisco Lindor and Jose Ramirez. How can you have a leadoff hitter with 38 home runs? It's a total waste of his talent. If you look at his batting average, his on-base percentage, his slugging percentage, that's a number 4 hitter right there. What we really need to do is get someone to be the number 1 leadoff hitter. And we actually have 3 possible candidates. Of course, Linnea Martin should be given the first chance. He's fast. He's a good center fielder. Number 2, Allen, who's even faster, but he's got to get that on-base percentage up. And number 3, when healthy, is Bradley Zimmer. And Bradley Zimmer is the complete package for a leadoff hitter. He's just got to get healthy and a little bit more experience. Against some pitchers, I think we can even throw Carlos Santana. He draws a lot of walks. He should not be too far back in the lineup because he's much better at creating runs than he is at driving in runs. Just 1 second. Oh, it's good. Now, it is an unbalanced roster. There's too much pitching, not enough hitting. But we've got a couple of young players that might, be really good. So why spend good money, especially when money is tight, on a big-time free agent when we don't know what the problems the Indians roster is going to have? Do we need a right-handed bat, a left-handed bat, a left fielder, a right fielder, a relief pitcher. We don't know yet. So why make that big trade, let's say of Corey Kluber or Trevor Bauer? Wait until the season starts and we can see who's not hitting, who is hitting, who is pitching, who is not pitching, and once we know what the problem is, then we can make the trade. And I think under the circumstances, with the tight budget, the front office is making the right choice by waiting. And I think in this way, we can actually make that during the season trade that's going to give the Indians the right player to put us in contention for not just the Central Division title, but a World Series. If you're like me, you've seen those terrible Indians teams of the 1970s and 1980s, and what's going on now is so much better than ever before. And I think there's real reason for hope for these reasons. And I think that the relief pitching is going to be better than you think. The starting pitching is very solid. I think we actually do have a number 3, number 4 hitters in Ramirez and Lindor. And it's just a question of whatever that 1 or 2 players we think we need to get us over the top, you know that they're going to try and make that mid-season trade to make a difference. And I think that was the smart, pertinent thing to do. How can you watch baseball without chicken wings? And beer. Anyway, that's why I think we have a lot of hope this season. And let's enjoy spring training. And once the season starts and we find out what's the missing link to our World Series, bam! That's when we can make the trade. Anyways, put it in the comments. And if you have some question or a topic you want me to talk about, put it there too. I'd love to do it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and then I can buy some new snacks and have some beer with you on your YouTube surfing. Till then, have fun. Go Tribe.